Hello to you guys that are already on here. Let's see. Here we go. Hello to everybody who's already signed on. Sorry it was supposed to be this morning, but now it's now. So, life has a funny way of just doing things the way it wants. So, hello to all you guys signing on. It's good to see you. Thank you for coming on here. Happy Mother's Day to all you guys that have kids and stuff. So I thought I'd do some live ones today. I usually do something on Mother's Day just because I see so many moms who've lost their children and stuff, and so many people out there that miss their mom. So I try to do this as often as possible. Hi. So we're going to do some readings today, and I'm going to be on here for about an hour. And then after that, I have to get ready to go have dinner with my sister-in-law who's in town and my nephew. So hi, you guys. Thanks for signing on. I am going to talk to loved ones, and then I'm also probably just going to do like a little tarot stuff as well. So we'll definitely do that too. Hi. Okay. So I see all these people signed on. So since you guys are already signed on and you're kind of ahead of me, we'll probably just like jump right into it. I do have a class coming up for astrology. If you're interested, like the basic of astrology, and that's coming up, I think it's on a Wednesday, a couple of weeks from now, or maybe it's next week. I'm sure Stephanie will put that in there because of course I can't remember. But if you do want to do it, I would highly suggest that you know your birth time. And for some people that is on their birth certificate, and other people's it is not. I am from New York, so I had to order my birth certificate. I had to order the long form of it because I didn't have, the regular one doesn't have the birthday information on there. So anyway, hi to you guys all signing on. Happy Mother's Day to you. So anyway, if you're interested in astrology, that's on my link tree. I think Stephanie posted it throughout the thing, so that will be on there. And yeah, so the last few times I've been doing readings, I've been able to kind of like pull someone on with me. So I can either do it with just your voice, like if you don't feel like you want to be seen on camera, that's totally fine. So I could do it with just your voice, or I could do it with you in person. I've just been liking doing this better because the little spam comments that people like try to say like, oh, I'm picking up something on you, or, oh, this is happening or that's happening. Like they're not me. And so I don't want you guys to be scammed by anybody. So that is why I do it this way. So I'm going to pull you on with me. So if you are available for that, then respond. I'm going to start sharing information and then we'll just kind of go from there. I did put on my reading glasses so I can actually see what you guys are typing. And Stephanie's moderating as well. But basically, try not to put too much in the comments. Just remember, there's people out there that are scammers, and it mainly just happens on Facebook, honestly. Like, I've never really seen it happen on YouTube or anything like that. So if you're on Facebook, just be careful. People are shady. And so just kind of, don't answer them or ignore them or block them. Or sometimes they try to take my account and say they're me. Yeah?
Oh, I'm going to help you to open, but just use the invite link, not the referral link when you're sharing.
Okay, the invite link. Now, Stephanie is helping me, telling me to use the invite link. So, all right. So I'm going to say a bunch of stuff about somebody who's here. If it looks like it might be you, please comment as quickly as possible, because then that way I can get to as many as possible. I will kind of make the final determination on who I'm with. I know that sometimes stuff out there sounds like it could be a lot of people. So I want to make sure that who I'm tuned into is kind of like where I need to be. And it might feel like it's you, but I'm just going to go with what feels right to me in doing this. So I just I just want to tell you that. Don't get discouraged if you don't get chosen right away. And so I'll just kind of start talking. Just remember, don't put too much in there. There's already people here. They've been bothering me because I wasn't on time because I was going to do it at 9:30. They've been bothering me all day. All right. So let's see here what we're picking up first. And these are all going to be medium readings, okay? I'm not doing any psychic ones here. I mean, there's always stuff that comes up, right? But I'm not necessarily focused on that. Today is kind of a day of reconnecting with loved ones. And just know, you guys, if you get any emails or anything from me, I never solicit for readings, none of that. So it's not me, and just make sure that you report that, okay? On Facebook, I think I got the blue check mark. So I think I'm good on, as long as it has a blue check mark, you should be fine. All right. So let me say that I do have a younger male here. Actually, he tells me his mom's watching. So, but I think that this guy perhaps overdosed. Or that there's some kind of chemicals in his system when he dies. But it is a mistake. So I don't really feel like this is intentional. I feel like it's a mistake, is my feeling with the guy that I'm talking to. And maybe he's like in his late 20s or early 30s. But this feels like an overdose. And I know that I've talked to lots of people watching, but I'm not sure that I've ever talked to this spirit before. So as I'm like tuning in here, he seems kind of new to me. So there's something like he says his mom's here. He says that he's with his grandma. So he's with his mom's mom, and his mom is watching, and he's with her. So whoever this is has an adult son in the spirit world who would have overdosed. She has a mom in the spirit world who would have died after him. She would have died after him. And he had a grandpa there when he died. And then so whoever the mom is who's watching, she has a father who is in the spirit world, and then her son, and then her mother. Her dad dies quickly. That feels like natural causes. The son's doesn't feel like natural causes, but then the mom's does. And the mom is telling me that she was really sick before she died, and it kind of went all like nothing really went right with whatever her treatment was. But I feel like she has a daughter watching, and this might be, and then the kid who says he's the son also has living siblings as well. But I feel like he's trying to connect with his mom. So do any of you out there have so there's something very specific here about his grandma dying after him. And I do see an overdose, and I do feel like he's in his 20s or early 30s, and the mom is there as well. So I see some people on here commenting. And so, hi, Kendra. It's definitely like really important to say that his grandma died after him and his mom is still alive. And he had drugs in his system when he died, and it's not intentional. It's an accidental overdose. They just didn't really get there to help him in time. So I see Lori saying that might be her son. I also see, Ellen. Okay. So Lori, do you also have a mother in the spirit world that would have died after your son? That just seems to be an important thing. 1 year before him. All right, Ellen, I'm still keeping you here, but Lori, so let me just verify a couple of things. You have a dad in the spirit world, and then your son passed, and then your mom passes, and they all would be together. And I also think you might have an uncle over there on your mom's side. So Lori, is all of that true? Because this is like a pack of people that I'm getting here. All right, Lori, one other thing. Have I ever read you before? Or are you new? Because this feels like newer people. So have I ever read you, Lori? And I just, okay, I have read you. All right. One of these people I haven't talked to yet. So I just want to say that maybe it's your mom. Somebody has not come to me yet that's connected to you. So I'm sending you the invitation link. So give me just a minute here and let me figure out what the hell I'm doing. Present an invite. All right. Extra camera and video file. Oh, invite guest. Copy. All right, Lori, I think I might be with you. Good to see you guys who are signing on. Thank you. All right, but I think that this reading is for Lori. Refer. I don't know. I don't want to me, that spells refer, but it might be refer. I don't know if it's a last name, but here's the invite. So this is going to be for Lori to take that invitation. And I think, yeah, and Lori, it's in the YouTube comments, or it should be in the YouTube comments. So hi, Jennifer. Hi, everybody who's signing on. I'm just trying to grab Lori so that we can do a reading and talk to her son, her mom, her dad, and grandma, and uncle. She seems to have a lot of guests today. So, Lori, as soon as you accept the invitation, there she is. All right. Hi, Lori.
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, wait, I can hear you. I think you might be muted.
I wonder where that would be.
You have a, I think you might be muted, but let me just double check and make sure I'm not just crazy.
Okay,
And I
it
don't know.
says
Oh,
the
no,
mic
you're not
is-
muted. I'm
Okay.
the problem. It's
Okay.
me. So hold on here just a second. Let me fix that. Okay, say something again.
Hi.
Hi. Good. Now I
Okay.
can hear you. I'm the problem. I'm
Oh.
like that Taylor Swift song. I'm the problem. It's me. So I don't know who of these people I've talked to, but I feel like somebody over there is someone that I haven't talked to. But you have, did it go that it was your dad, your son, and then your mother?
Yeah.
And apparently I've talked to some of them, but you also have an uncle over there on your mom's side?
Yeah.
Okay. And and you also have a couple of dogs over there?
Oh,
Like-
yeah.
Like there's dogs, and your son seems to be with all these people, but he said that you were actively talking to him, asking him to show up today.
Oh, I have been.
yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, she's been telling me, you've been saying like, you better get through. And he did first. But
Good.
he also was harassing me while I was trying to take a bike ride earlier.
Oh,
So
really?
yes, 'cause
Right.
he wanted to talk to you.
Oh, good.
So I just want to say happy Mother's Day from him. But he says that,
Thank you. And to you too.
Oh, I think it's from him too. So
Okay.
it's just me. But he's telling me that today it's like you have other kids, right?
One.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and you saw that kid today, or adult
No,
kid?
I talked to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's just like, you already got Happy Mother's Day from one of his siblings. So he's coming with his own Happy Mother's Day.
Great.
But I also feel like your mom's here. And your mom seems to be like very much like she's very happy to be with your son. So she obviously knew him and wanted to make sure he was okay. But does it make sense to you that I say he just made a mistake?
Yes.
That's what he's telling me. I just made a mistake. My mom knows I just made a mistake. Did he have kids, or is it that he has younger siblings?
He has a child.
He has a child. And is the child living with someone that's not, is the child living with you? No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she's not, right? The mom?
The mom is not, but the
Okay.
child, but my granddaughter is.
Is with his mom. Okay. Because he keeps talking about his kids. So you obviously take care of his kid. And so now you're her, obviously you were her grandma, but you're like a mother figure, because I was just like, wait, she's not with the mom. So she's with you, the little girl.
Right.
But he also says that he appreciates your willingness like you almost like take that on. And I don't know what the deal is with the kid's mom, but I feel like your son is very happy that she's
Good.
safe in good hands.
Good.
I also think, is there, he tells me like recently he's been visiting you a lot. So I just feel like you've had some strange experiences at home that just keep happening. And he says it's him, but it's kind of weird
I
because
feel like I always see him out of the corner of my eye all the time.
he's just like in the house. So anytime you think you see him, I guarantee you that you do. But the thing is, it's not just him. There's a whole pack of them over there. So whatever you're seeing is like a collective group of people that love you.
Oh,
And he is with his grandma, grandpa. He has a great uncle over there. But do you also have a brother in the spirit world? Or does
No.
he have like a dad? Or there's a guy here who's close to your age who dies unexpectedly. He died before your son, but that guy feels closer to your age than your son's age. So he feels
Yeah.
like he's more in your generation.
No. When you and I talked in person, this guy came up too.
Oh, okay then.
So, and I
He,
haven't figured out who he is.
he's your age. And your mother is saying she knows who he is. So you don't have like a cousin in the spirit world on your mom's side that you knew
No.
died?
No. No,
It's-
I have somebody who I was really close to, who was a friend and who my mom knew and was really close
Is that a
to.
guy?
It is a guy who is
And
my
he's your age. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and he's come before.
Yes.
I mean, even if you didn't recognize him right away, it just
Right.
seems like this guy is like, hey, I'm here. So he feels like a brother, or obviously a
like-
friend, but a
yeah.
brother.
Yeah.
And he says that this is, so I think you already knew who he was, because
I
he's
thought
like,
I did. Yeah.
yeah, he's like, that's me. So the thing is, I can say things that are off, like, or translate things wrong. It doesn't necessarily mean that's always exactly what it looks like. Like, it just looks different every single time I do it. So whoever this guy is, he's very friendly with you. But did he die kind of quickly though? And I feel like it's kind of like out of your, like, you're not around him when he dies.
Right. I'm
So,
not.
like, you just kind of find out that he's
Right.
dead.
Right.
And that's what he's telling me. And he says,
Yeah.
you guys helped each other through the day
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
And that seems to be his connection. And your
Wow.
son seems to know who he is. So your son's kind of acknowledging him, but this guy is like, I guess now you know who I am.
Yeah.
So you must have come if you came for a reading, because he's back. And he's probably the one that I'm like, have I talked to you before? Have I not talked to you before? Just because he has that kind of energy with him. So
Right.
I just want to
That's
tell you, your friend is there.
good.
And also, there's all these dogs running around.
Yeah. There are.
And that seems to be something that makes your son really happy.
That's good.
I think, though, that they belong to all generations of your family. But he said today's a special day. He's with you because something else is important at this time of year besides Mother's Day. It's like there's an important day around this time. So in this month. So is something important going on in your family right now? Because he says it's this month. And it could be a family get together or some other kind of event, but it's connected to your son's connected. Like, he would
Wow.
join in on this.
We're
So-
getting ready to go on a trip to the mountains, which he really loved. So,
Is that
yeah.
now in May?
Yeah.
Yeah. And this is something he would have loved. And it's not just you. There's other people he knows going as well.
Right.
And you might be going to his favorite place, or it's somewhere where he's just like, I'm going.
Good.
I'm going to be there. I'm going to be there. So there's also like a connection to family and stuff with that too, that he's showing me. So I just feel like he is telling me like there's lots of family, or maybe it's like a family camping trip or something.
Yeah.
But he says he's going to be there. It's a place that he loves. He'll be talked about. For some reason, he also like is showing me like a fire, but it has those colors in it. You know,
Yeah.
he showed me like a fire like that. So we're going to build a fire. I
Yeah.
know that it doesn't always work in Colorado because sometimes the
Yeah.
weather you can't have a fire, but
Right.
he just says no, they're going to have a fire and it's going to have different flashing colors. And
Yeah.
that's something he really likes as well. So he wanted to make sure that you knew that he knew that you were bringing that or doing that
Oh,
or
good.
something. He seemed
Oh.
pretty excited about the whole thing. He
Oh.
also says he has like wherever you're going in the mountains, there's like a special trail or a special place that he found on his own. And then he showed everybody.
Okay.
So it's like his own little nature walk or some shit.
Yeah.
But he is really excited.
Oh,
So
good.
I don't know what you guys are going to do, but he says that also. So it looks like he has this kind of, he's with your mom, by the way.
Right. We talked about that. Yeah.
Okay. And he has this sparkly kind of energy with him. And I feel like there's something about every time you get like those little glimmers, the little flickers, especially like on your trip, he says that it's going to be him. But he's also telling me the stuff in your peripheral vision is all of them. But your son, he's been gone for a little while. But he seemed like he wanted to make sure he got through today to let you know that he loves you. And he pushed everybody else out of the way.
Well,
So
I needed that. And that sounds exactly like him.
that is, he's just like, I got to let her know I was here. She told me you better get through all those people.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And I just want to let you know that when you go on your camping trip, he'll be with you.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Appreciate it so much.
No problem. And it was very nice to re-meet you, I guess.
You too. You too. Okay.
Right. Have a good night. Have a good day. Bye. Happy Mother's Day.
You too.
All right, you guys. So there's one reading that kind of shows you how it works. Hi, Holly. Hi, Sarita. Hi, Sheila, Denise, Liz, Jane, Tracy, another Liz, Ginny. Hello, hello, hello to all of you. All right. So let me grab another one. Let's do another one. I want to try to get as many as I can in today. So hopefully I at least get to 3. This is as close to a taste of a reading as I can give. And if you guys are interested in any of my classes, the Psychic and Self-Development program has already started, but the groups and stuff will be listed soon. And I would suggest getting on the mailing list off my website versus Facebook or anything like that so that you can make sure that you get it in your email. So hi to everybody signing on. All right. So I am going to do another one. And then we'll kind of go from there. So the next one that I'm going to do is there's a lady here who dies in her, I think she died when she was 73. Either that or the end started to come when she was 73. But she tells me that, remember guys, don't put a bunch of stuff in the comments because people look at that and then they try to make fake accounts and stuff. I try to protect you guys from that as much as possible. So there's a lady here. She says she's somebody's mom, but I think the dad's still living. And I think she kind of went pretty quickly in the end. So whatever disease she had, she was kind of dealing with it for a while, but like living with it. Like it wasn't, might have slowed her down a little bit, but she was living with something that seems like it's a disease that would affect maybe like the heart or lungs. It's right up in the top of it's right here. And she seems like she dies of a disease like that. She was still with her husband. They were still together. She has kids that are alive still. Her husband's still alive. But it really looks like she died in her early 70s. And actually, I feel like she had an illness, but then she got like pneumonia. Oh no, like it's like two different things, but it's because of the pneumonia that kind of gets her into the hospital, gets her there, and then she passes there. But she had some other disease she was living with, but she was living with that. And then when this viral, I think it's pneumonia. I mean, it could be COVID, but I think it's pneumonia. But whatever it is, it's a viral thing that drastically affects your lungs. So she's in her early 70s. Her husband's still alive, and she still has living kids. And this may only be the first or second Mother's Day without her. And she has lots of family. She has lots of family with her. So I think she has siblings over there, not like a ton of siblings. Like she might still have like a living one, but I know there's maybe one or two in the spirit world. And happy Mother's Day to everybody signing on and saying happy Mother's Day. So does anyone have like a mom like this? Either that or it's a husband that still has a wife like this, but I kind of feel like she's a mom. That's an important part of her life, being a mother. And that's kind of how she's talking. So I just need a little feedback from you guys. I see Kathleen saying it could be me. So I just need to make sure that the information all fits before I kind of like move on from that. So she's like in her early 70s. She has a disease she lives with, but then she gets something else like pneumonia or a virus or something like that. That happens. And then after that, it's a very quick turn into the spirit world. And there's also like a feeling of not getting to say goodbye the way you wanted to. So I'm just waiting to see if I get any feedback from you guys about this lady. So could she be 70? No, her husband's alive, I think. Or at least I know he was alive when he died. I have a mom like figure that died of pneumonia after cancer a couple of weeks ago. Whoa, where did you go, Tamara? Is she like a mom to you? Tamara Kane. That's the one that's sticking out here. She had pneumonia after cancer a couple of weeks ago. Whoa. Yes. Okay. Tamara, is her husband still alive? So she's kind of like a mom to you. She's not actually your mom. She's kind of like a mom. That's okay because it's all feelings with me. So she feels nurturing toward you and like she wants to help you. But did she leave behind like a partner that's still alive, like a husband or something like that? So I'm just waiting to get that feedback and see if that's where I am. This lady looks like she's in her early 70s, or at least that's kind of what she's trying to show me. Yes, her ex-husband, but she never moved on. Okay, Tamara, I think I'm with you. So I'm going to send you the invite link, and we're going to do this because I definitely have not talked to this lady. So I'm just going to put an invitation here for Tamara. And then paste. Hi, Tony. I'll see you. All right, here is it should be popping up, Tamara, and it should be in the YouTube comments. So we shall see. It should be in the YouTube comments. So you should be able to sign on or get to that. And then click it, and then I'll let you in the room. And remember, you don't necessarily have to be on camera. So it's entirely up to you. But it's in there. So I think I'm with her. This lady, I mean, it doesn't have to be her mom, but if she's a mother figure, that's close enough to me. But if she never moved on from her ex, because something else happened. All right, Tamara, I see you. Hold on, I'm bringing you on here. Hello,
Hi.
my dear. How are you?
Hi.
We're both wearing hot pink. You got
Yeah.
all right. So this lady, though, you think she died of pneumonia, but she had cancer or something else, right? Like, isn't
Yep.
that
And she had cancer, and she just like from the time she was diagnosed to the time that she died was maybe like 3 or 4 months, but she was living her life, she was doing everything, and then she was diagnosed, and then everything just happened really quickly.
And it feels like pneumonia kind of comes in and makes something worse. So I don't know if she was like getting treatment and then that
Yep.
kind of weakened her immune system, whatever it is. But she looks super strong right now. And
Yeah.
she's just the type of lady that doesn't let things get her down. And
Yes.
she has that kind of an impact on you too. Because she
Yes.
says you're like her. You guys are cut from
Yes.
the same cloth.
Yes.
And she says you were wondering if she might come visit in this kind of a situation. Because
Uh-huh.
I don't know that she normally would, but she's having the opportunity, and she wants to communicate with you very badly, just to let you know she's okay. Just because it kind of happens like sudden at the end, like nobody's expecting that. Even if she had cancer, nobody's expecting her to die of pneumonia.
Yeah.
And she just says it just kind of pulled her under like a tide.
Yep.
And she is also very I don't know, like she's like vibrant, like she has this really willful, strong side of her.
Uh-huh.
Knows how to get shit done.
Yes.
And it's just her energy. It doesn't matter what she had to do, she always got it done,
Yep.
mostly on time.
Yep.
But
Yep.
it was very important for her to keep her word. But like if she said she's going to help someone, she wants to follow through on that. But there's also this other aspect of her that is like she's very kind and trusting until
Uh-huh. Yep.
when that day comes, no more. If
Yep.
someone pisses her off, no more.
Yep.
That seems to be the energy of her. So I just want to let you know she's still got that little bit of spice. But her husband or ex-husband, whatever, she loves him. He's still here. And so she sees him. He doesn't really know what to do with any of it. Because I don't know, he's kind of got a different life now or something. But she still has feelings or connected to him. But it's not necessarily like a lingering feeling of loss. It's more like their souls are old friends. So she's just still connected to him. She's not like hurt or offended or whatever. In life, we get that way, but in death, they seem to have like clarity. Be like, oh, I understand why that happened the way it did. So, and she also says that if they had stayed together, he would have slowed her down. She had lots of things to do. So she loves him, but it's not like pining away for him because she was able to get a lot more done without him than with him. That's what she's telling me. And then do you have kids as well?
I have one. Yeah.
She seems to know that child, right?
No.
Did she know you have a kid?
Yep. She knows of him. Yeah. I've talked. Yeah.
She seems to be very involved in your kid situation. So like as a guardian. So she's doing that for you because she also says like, you often went out of your way just to kind of make her feel better. It isn't like because of cancer or anything like that. It's just because that's kind of the relationship the two of you have. So I just feel like she just wants to make sure that you know that you helped her, made a difference in her life. But you're wondering if she knows that she made a difference in yours. And she said, yes, because you were just talking about that. And she was like, I heard her. You were saying like, oh, it's too bad. I wish I would have gotten to say this or whatever.
Yes.
She said, I heard everything you said.
Okay.
Everything you said. And she said she loves you too. And now she's apparently like a guardian for your son. So just know that that's kind of her job now. But she loves you like one of her own. So I just want to say that she is that kind of lady though, that loves people like that, you know, like your family, it doesn't matter if the DNA matches or not. Your family, your family. That seems to be my feeling with her. And she's quite like warm and gracious. So I feel that energy with her as well. But do you also have a grandma on your mom's side in the spirit world who you spent a lot of time with when you were growing up?
Yep, I have a grandma and a mom in the spirit world. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's where we are. We're in
Yeah.
that spot. So so this is probably then your mother, but was your mom older than this lady when she died? No. She's younger, right?
She's a lot younger.
Your mom's younger than her.
Uh-huh.
Your mom's over there. Did your mom or your grandma, did one of them have like a disease that kind of, it's like it flushes through me. So
Yeah,
it just goes right through and then I'm gone. And I feel like it's all in my blood and it's all in my body and then I'm gone.
Yeah.
But you're not her only kid, right? You have
Right.
siblings? And she has several grandchildren, is what she's telling me, your mom. You look like her, at least your eyeballs and your nose and like right here, you look just like your mom. She's with her mom. You have an uncle over there, I think. I don't know if he's married to the family or what, but there's an uncle over there. And there's also somebody had a cat. And is that a cat? It's either a cat or a little chubby dog.
My uncle. Yeah.
She just, the lady's like, look at that dog. So your uncle's dog, the one, your mom's the one. Look at this dog. But she's there with with your uncle. It's just this chubby, looks like a little sausage.
Okay.
I don't know whose dog that is, but it's somebody's. And I thought I saw a cat run by, but that could just be my imagination. So I also just want to say that, are you getting ready to kind of like make some kind of big transition? Like you have some transitions coming up, like where you're moving or changing jobs or something, like there's a change on the horizon for you, but it seems like a positive momentum forward.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any plans for anything external, but like I've been doing a lot of really deep spiritual work and I've like recently like made some huge revelations and sort of like finding myself spiritually.
Yeah.
So I don't have any plans, but I feel like
That's
some
fine.
misalignments are about to be aligned.
Yes, and you're healing.
Yes.
Whatever it is, it's good for you.
Yeah.
So I feel like your mom's all for that. Some of your revelations are connected to your mom.
A lot of them, yeah.
She says like that she's kind of been like a fly on the wall as you go through the process of healing. So I know that she knows everything going on with you. And she also knows she's connected to some of it. And she also knows that you're not necessarily like, you know how like, because you have a kid, so you know this, like kids are like, they hold things against their parents for whatever the hell. I know I did a long time ago. And I think everybody kind of goes through that. And so the nice thing about your mom is like, she can say, yeah, I wasn't perfect, but I loved her. And she loved you the best way she could. And you know that though. So it's kind of nice that you don't hold anything against her. You're like, I love you, Mom. Like, thanks for doing what you could. And you're looking at yourself that way. And you're not criticizing yourself as much either. So there's that. And then you're also working on like calming your energy or like not being on edge all the time. But that's because you're very thinky. Your mom was too, though. And so was grandma. So it's kind of like a whole family kind of thing. Everybody's kind of like, I don't know, everybody overthinks. So that's what I want to say. And your mom was one of those people. But she just says you're a lot like her and she loves you. And she wanted to let you know that she was here today. And that other lady, because your mom died before the other lady that I first talked to. And your mom seems to be like, oh, come over here. Let's talk. So they seem to be connected in the spirit world. And they get along quite well. Your grandma's over there. You spent a lot of time with her when you were growing up, but she's been gone a long time. Does that make sense? It's like she's been over there a hot minute. But she says she's constantly watching over you because also with relationships and changes and some things that have happened, like a lot has actually happened. You've had a lot of shit happen. But I feel like your grandma's kind of been like walking beside you. And then there's this other dude there who's younger than them. There's somebody else here. So he seems younger. So you don't have like a nephew in the spirit world, right?
I don't, but I'm a therapist and I worked in youth corrections for a number of years, and I had some pretty close spiritual relationships with some young men that passed away pretty tragically.
Passed away. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Because there's like a dude here who says like he could be your son's age or young. He's a young man. I feel like I actually feel like he took his life. And he's telling me though that it wasn't his first time trying. It's just, but he knows you.
I know who you're talking about. Yep.
Yeah. And he said though that you were always like, you never like put pressure on him. That like there's a lot of whatever you worked with, whatever energies you worked with, whatever your clients were like, you weren't assuming. You were unassuming, and you gave him grace, is what he's saying. Although I don't feel like he always gave himself grace. And I feel like he was kind of like did some dumb shit impulsively. And it wasn't just the end of his life. It was other things he did impulsively. He seems to act on impulse a lot. And that seems to get him in a lot of problems in his life. And I feel like this final time with him was him also acting on impulse, trying to like get away from the consequences of his actions.
Yep.
And that's what he's doing. But honestly, I feel like him with this, that it was probably like a cry for help that went too far, because that's just kind of how he is. He always takes things to the extreme. He says, he goes, she knows. He was always just kind of like taking things to the extreme, but he's very peaceful. And the thing is, whatever you're doing now in your life, like whatever your spiritual truths are, or whatever you've come to, I just want to say that it seems like maybe you made a big difference for him, and maybe you don't always realize your kind of ripple effect in the universe. So I just want to say that from him, because he talks like you and him were like best buddies or something. So he definitely seems like really attached to you, and wants you to know, basically he loves you like a family member or something. So I want to also say that with him, he also like, he's got a friend over there. He's got like a couple of people, like, I don't know if that's a brother and a friend or what, but they're dudes. And one of them seems to have met you.
Oh yeah, I did. Yep.
And he kind of dies like unexpectedly as well, different circumstances. But he's got like a friend over there, and the friend says, oh yeah, I remember you. I met you once. Or twice or whatever. He knows you. So that guy, he says, whenever you need anything, our loved ones can kind of inspire stuff around us. So all you got to do is ask. It's just, they're just a thought away. So they can inspire the living, and if the living is listening, but it often sounds like our own voice in their head. So it's like people will think, oh, I had this great idea to do this or do that. So I just want you to know he's saying this. Your mom's saying this. Oh, wait, is your dad also over there too?
Not that I'm aware of. I wasn't close with my dad.
Okay. There's another man there who looks like he could be a father's age to you. Your mom knows who he is. So I know you got an uncle, but is there another uncle over there? Or a father-in-law, ex-father-in-law? Because there's another dude here, and he had heart issues. And he goes like very suddenly, like he might have had like a heart attack or a stroke at the end of his life. And I keep getting like a connection with like a father figure. So he's like a protector or mentor. Doesn't mean it's actually your dad, but it definitely feels like a guy that's over there that would be like an uncle or dad's age. But I'm not giving death notifications. So this
Yeah.
is someone you already know is dad. Your mom seems to know who he is. So I don't know, maybe she has a brother and a brother-in-law over there or something like that. But there's two men standing with your mom. One of them died before and one of them died after, but it's not the kid I'm talking to.
Oh, okay.
It's that kid is different.
Mhm.
This person is connected more with your mother.
Okay.
So I don't know. She's got two dudes with her, and then you got the kid and his friend.
Okay.
You got your grandma and grandpa on your mom's side.
Mhm.
So I'm not exactly sure who those other people are, but they still seem to be stalking you.
Okay.
So I just want to let you know that, and you know, you're working on your spiritual truths, but I feel like it is really important for you to continue with this, because this is how you help people, because you go through all the hard shit yourself first,
Mhm.
and then you
Mhm.
talk to people about it, and then you lead them through it.
Okay.
It's like you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this because I want to practice what I preach or something.
Mhm.
And so
Mhm.
that's exactly where you're at right now. You're in the practice what you preach kind of thing. So
Mhm.
I just want to tell you that, and let you know, like you're making a difference in the world sometimes in different ways than you realize, but you have a big heart and you're very kind and you don't put up with shit from people. So I think that that is lovely. And the world needs more of that for sure. So I just want to let you know that, and let you know, keep making the difference you're making and keep being kind for no reason, because that's what you do all the time. So your mom says that, the kid says that, they all say that.
Nice.
So you're doing good, even though you might not always see it, but you are. And it's good that you walk through the fire before you guide everybody else through it. So
Oh, wow. Yeah, that's exactly, yeah, that's exactly the, yeah. Okay.
yeah,
Thank you. Yes.
you're like, I'm gonna burn up, I'm gonna see how this fire works, and then I'm gonna help
Mhm.
everybody through.
Yeah.
So that's you. So
Thank you.
just know that, and
Thank
just know that that's how the spirit world sees you as well. So
thank
it's
you.
very nice to meet you. Or have I ever
Yes.
met you before?
Yeah, it's been a few years, but yeah.
Nice to re-meet you. That,
Yes, nice to re-meet you.
and I'm glad I got to talk to all your people.
Yes, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a great day. Bye
Okay,
bye.
you too. Bye.
Happy Mother's Day. Bye.
Yes.
All right, you guys, I think I got time for one more. So I had somebody on the tails of that one who was trying to get in to me. So I'm sorry I'm not reading the comments a lot. Once I start doing the reading, I don't look at the comments anyway. So I am going to say, what do we got here? We have a female here who takes too much. Wait, what? I have like a lady here. It seems like she died like in a surgery or in a, it looks like she dies when they were doing something to help her live. So it's like someone that goes in to have a bypass, and so that way they can, you know, be better or whatever. And then it doesn't work. The surgery doesn't work or something. So I'm not exactly sure who that is, but hold on one sec. My kitty is on camera right now. So let me say that whoever this lady is, it's like she died during a procedure or something. She's very happy when she comes through, but she says that the procedure was supposed to help her live longer. And obviously it didn't, because she's in the spirit world. And so that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. And I do think, though, that This is my kitty, you guys. Her name is Sasha Kitty Kits Kiddington, and she's my favorite kitty. I have another kitty too, but that's my son's kitty. And so it's like surgery or procedure that was supposed to be helping her, and it didn't. So you want to get down? There you go. And it didn't help, obviously, because she's in the spirit world. And she says, my kitty, that's my favorite kitty. And she says, though, that, and sometimes she comes to work with me. And if you guys ever come in for a reading and she's there, expect to be harassed because she loves attention. She's not a cat that runs away. And she'll take all the attention. So let me just say, this lady says that when she died, she was like in her 60s, maybe. She goes in for this surgery or procedure. And when she does, she has, when she goes to the surgery or procedure, that she just makes it out of it, but never really comes back. So it's almost like she became unconscious or whatever. And then she goes. For those of you asking me names, I tell everybody this, I'm not good with names of living or dead people. So I'm not doing this by name. I'm doing it by personality. She is telling me that when this surgery happened or procedure happened, it's got to be like within the last few years. And I think she's like in her 50s or early 60s, maybe. She looks young, but I feel like it's the type of thing that she had to make it out of this surgery. So she looks like a mom's age to whoever is here. So she could be a mother or an aunt or something like that. She does leave behind children, she says. And whoever she had those kids with is probably still alive as well. But she does leave behind family. Sounds like my mom had surgery and did not help, but she didn't make it through, but died a week later. Okay, she did make it through, but died. Who? Wait a second. This is in the last few years. All right, hold on a second. Kelly Laney Picariello. Was your aunt like on your mom's side? Like, was your aunt on your mom's side? Ginny, I see you. But haven't I read you Ginny Ashmore? I think, no, this lady's on the younger side. So I see Kimmy Cat and I see Kelly. Oh, Kelly, she's on your mom's side. I feel like I might be with Kelly, because Kelly, I don't think I've ever read the lady that I'm talking to. So Ginny, I think I've done a reading for you, and this lady doesn't know. This lady has never done this. So Kelly, what about you? Like, I feel like I'm with her. Kelly Laney Picariello. So she was like a mom to you. She's your mom's sister. She died kind of like from the surgery, essentially. And all right. So Ginny, I think I might be with Kelly, just because I've never talked to these people. I feel like you have people that are like I've talked to, but these are not people I've talked to. They're new to the party. So Kelly, I am just sending you the link. It's going in Facebook in the chat and in YouTube in the chat. And I think that's where I'm at right now. I think I'm with Kelly. So I'm sorry, Ginny. It's just this person. I don't think I've ever talked to them before. And your name looks familiar to me, so I'm pretty sure I've done some kind of reading for you. But these people don't know me. And that I always set an intention that I get someone I've never read before or whatever every time. And the last two were people that I have read before, or they know me through that or whatever. So I am not sure that that's where I'm at. So Kelly, if you see the link, it should be right under your comment in the Facebook comments. And you should be able to access that and just click it, and then I'll bring you in. And again, you don't have to, you don't have to be on camera if you don't want to. I'm perfectly fine with voice. And then for anybody else watching, I appreciate that you guys watch. I know this is usually when I'm on the last reading when people start to drop off. So I just want to say thank you for coming, and thank you for participating. And thank you for your patience with me. But hopefully I can get to Kelly and get that done. And so while I'm waiting for Kelly to accept it, do any of you guys that are on here have any questions? Like not necessarily for a reading, because I'm not going to do another reading after I do hers, but do you have any questions about anything else that I'm doing or anything else you want to know? Thank you. Oh, thank you. That's people give me compliments. I'm not used to people saying that kind of stuff, but I appreciate it, Danielle. Thank you very much. Kelly, hopefully she can get on this. Hi, Frankie. Hello. You're welcome. Let's see. I'll be doing another one on Father's Day too. So I usually do it on Mother's Day and Father's Day, but I have classes and stuff coming up. Would a signal be a ring notification? You mean would a sign be it? Yes. I have classes that are in person in Zoom. I do hybrid classes. So you can be on Zoom, or you can be in person. Either way, I don't think it matters. Do you come to the Springs? We're working on it. I have to find a venue down there. And I once had an office down there, but then I wasn't getting down there enough because I was so booked up here. So that didn't work. What is that? What is that? I feel like something just bit me. So hopefully I can get to her. Oh, I know, Frankie. And I knew you were a lady. Okay. And then what's Pesh up to today? I don't know. You have trouble with the invite. Okay. Let me try it one more time. Okay. Let's see. Invite guest. Let's try one more time. Okay. All right. Let's see if this works. Here we go. Let's see if this works. Thank you for the happy Mother's Day. All right, Kelly, I sent it again, so give it a shot. Hopefully it works. You should just be able to click right on it. Okay. So wait, let me go back here and see if there were any questions. Would a signal be a ring notification? Yes. A signal can be, a sign can be anything. And that's the thing about signs, is that there's a pattern, and you start noticing the pattern of things happening over and over and over again. And those are always signs when you're paying attention to the patterns. All right. And don't see her yet. All right. Let me see. Kelly. Oh, there we go. Hi. Hello.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
I'm glad we got it to work. So you said it was your aunt. She was like a second mom.
Yes.
She didn't make it out of surgery, or if she did, she didn't live very long after that. And it was supposed to help her, but it didn't help her. Obviously,
Correct.
she's in the
Correct.
spirit world, and she's on your mom's side of your family.
Yes.
Okay, and your mom's still here.
My mom's sitting with me.
Oh, hi to your
Hi.
your sister. So, because she wanted, so that's kind of cool that your mom's with you and that her sister came. And I don't feel like she's been gone very long, but she does seem like very strong-willed and independent, and she's she likes to. I don't know if she just likes to shop or what, but I feel like she likes to get out of the house, so she likes to go do things and be connected in the community and not just at home, but and then I do feel like she had the surgery was supposed to help her with some health issue to make her life better or improve the quality of her life. So she's obviously not alive anymore, but she says that she's doing good and she's doing better than she would have done even here, even after that surgery, because she's peaceful. And she says, I think she's visited you and your mom in a dream since she's been gone.
Yes.
And she says you see reminders of her everywhere. And anytime you guys talk about her, she just shows up. It's like she's just a thought away. And did you guys have to help or did you help with like her final arrangements, or did your mom or something like that? Because it's like
It was a family thing. Yes.
Yeah. And you guys helped. This is
Yes.
saying thank you for helping. And she has kids as well.
She doesn't have children of her own, but
She says
she had. So I have cousins that their parents are divorced, and she was like a mother.
yeah, to
Because
you too.
yeah.
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 So she's got people that she considers her kids, or people that
Yes.
have that connection that are still alive. And
Yes.
you're one of those people, and so's your mom. But I feel like her and your mom had like a good rapport between the two.
Yes.
They get along great. They like the same music. They like the same food. They like their DNA seems to have been lined up pretty well. And I think they might have other siblings, but for some reason, these two, I see
Yes.
tight. So that's what she's saying. And she's also saying that she was surprised that when she died, she saw, I think both of your grandparents are in the spirit world.
Yes.
Your mom's side. So both of her
Yes.
parents are here. I think her dad died first and then her mom. Is that true?
Yes.
And your mom, were you guys taking care of her, or was like your mom taking care of her mom? It seems like she has a daughter helping her. So either it's your mom helping her or your mother helping her. aunt.
Okay. Well, there was a distance geographically between my aunt and I,
Yeah.
but I was her final. I was making all her decisions. I was her medical person
For your aunt. But
for my
what I'm
aunt.
talking about is your grandma.
Well, my mother lived in the same house with my grandmother and my aunt.
That's okay. That's the connection, because your grandma's here. She says that they all helped her around the end of her life, or whatever. So
Yes.
'cause grandma's here. That's your mom's mom. Your mom's mom's coming in saying Happy Mother's Day. And your aunt is coming in saying Happy Mother's Day to you and your mom. But the thing is like your grandpa's over there too. He is not talking as much as the grandma. You know, sometimes that's the case. But they come through together.
The truth.
The aunt saw them when she died. That was those are the first people she saw. And then is there also a brother over there too?
Yes.
He's here. What? The brother's here. Is this your brother?
It's my mother's brother.
Mother's brother. So it's her brother, the aunt.
Yes.
Okay. He's here too. He dies kind of unexpectedly though. So, I mean, hers is unexpected, but for a different reason. Like
Right.
she's supposed to be better after that, but his is just unexpected, period.
Yes.
And I think he died before her. And
He
I
did.
kind of feel like there's something a little out of the natural order there as well in that family. So there's a possibility that one of his parents died after him, or someone older than him died after him.
She was sicker than him.
She was sicker than him, but did she die after him?
She died after him.
Okay.
She was sicker.
she was sicker, but was he older or was she older?
They're only a year apart. So he was older by a year.
Okay. I just feel like she's acting like, or they're acting like someone died out of natural order on your mom's side of the family. So a young person died before an old person. I'm sure the brother's over there, but there's somebody else too, that the grandma's acknowledging and the aunt. So I don't know who that
Okay, so my mother had a cousin who was an adult, but died significantly younger than he should have, and it was.
And his parents were still alive.
Yes.
What?
Oh,
No,
wow.
his parents were not alive, but my grandmother was very close with him, almost like a mother.
Was she alive though when he died?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's what it is. So she seems to act like that's a brother, and then the cousin too. So whatever that is, they all seem to be together, kind of like visiting together. I think you and your mom talk to them.
Yes.
So I don't know, I feel like they're in the house. It's almost like you have them in the house with you or something. So they're just kind of visiting a lot. Is my sense.
Well, it's funny. You said I have him in the house with me, but I actually have her remains in an urn.
Literally in the house?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That is. You literally have them in the house. So that's kind of what they're showing me. And I feel like with all of that comes this big message of we love you. They're talking to your mom because it's also like a really hard day for her, or like missing everybody. So that's also why your aunt came today, because she drags all these other people in to show your mom that she's never alone. So your mom, she talks to spirits, and so do you. And I just feel like they're all like here saying it's not your imagination that they respond. So
Wow.
want to let you know that. And do you have like a weird video of like a video where something like there's a light that scoots across it on your phone?
Well, it's on a video,
Yeah.
but when my brother got married, in a photograph.
Yeah. And it's weird.
Yeah, it's like all of a sudden it just looks like a light is going across.
I think that's so. If your brother got married and there
My
were
brother-
a bunch of spirits there at the
Mhm.
wedding, because he just kept showing me this thing, and your brother's alive, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
He's here.
Yes.
So it's like I feel like though it's like family, like we're visiting. We showed up in the picture. So if that's in a picture of your brother at his wedding, just know that spirits came to the wedding. That is
Okay.
what I can tell you. Because I think you guys think it's spirits anyway. You just didn't know who.
Yes.
I want to say it's the collective gang of spirits
Yes.
that connected, because even the person he married had dead people that went to the wedding.
Yes. Yes.
It's like there were a lot of dead people at the wedding.
Yes.
And living, but mostly dead. A lot of dead.
Mhm.
So I just want to tell you that and let you know that they were very connected, and that's not your imagination.
Okay.
That's what I want to tell you. But the weird shit going on around you in your house, and those little synchronicities where you're talking about one of them, and then something shows up like their favorite sports team or whatever, that's them visiting. So I don't know what made you guys decide to do this today. But I feel like it was your aunt. I feel like
Yeah, because I saw it at the last minute.
she's like getting pushy because she wants your mom
That's
to know, and you know your mom, that they're all together over there and that it's not your imagination. So, and you happen to have her ashes in your house. So
yes.
that, because she's like, I'm with her in the house. I just didn't realize how literal she was being. But I just want to give you all the love from them and let you know, like, you just have a lot of spirits around you. Your mom does too. And your aunt's doing fine, even though she died in this kind of like shitty way. She just says it's better, because if she had made it out of the surgery, like something had gone wrong and she would have been a lot more limited versus healed. So
Yes.
she said it wouldn't have been good for me. So she kind of opted out. But
Yes.
I think that is just the way it goes. So
Yes.
I just want to give you lots of love from them and lots of love to your mama who's there
Thank you.
as
Thank
well.
you.
You're welcome. And I
Right.
hope that you guys have a wonderful rest of your Mother's Day.
You too.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye, ladies. All right, you guys, for whoever's still hanging on out there, thanks for tuning in and watching today. I have all kinds of events and things coming up that we still have to get on the calendar. But those things are coming. And the classes I teach are hybrid. So if any of you guys are out of town, you can always participate in those through Zoom. But I appreciate all of you being on here. And for any of you who are moms, just know, I'm sure your kids, if you've lost a child or lost a mother, I know that they're all here in the spirit world. I just go to wherever the kind of current leads me. But I appreciate every one of you guys being on here, and I hope the rest of your day and weekend is lovely.